Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today to the Cremac YouTube channel. My name is Lucretia. If this is the first time that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I want to talk about alopecia. September is Alopecia Awareness Month, and alopecia is something that I've suffered with for about 10 years on and off. And I want to give you some great tips that will help you to overcoming alopecia and just getting back to a healthy, healthy hair, and giving you some insight into some things that really, really helped me to have the success that I've had. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to jump right in. I was diagnosed with alopecia about 10 years ago. I do have an autoimmune disease called lupus. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that basically, just long and short, your body thinks that it's fighting off a foreign illness or something that's foreign to your body, but your body is basically fighting against itself. It affects a lot of different organs, and it affects people in different ways. But one of the ways that it affected me is that it caused me to have alopecia. My alopecia usually always is in the crown, in the top of my hair. And, I've struggled with it on and off for the past 10 years. And during that time, it would fall out and grow back in, fall out, grow back in. But this last time, within the last year, my hair, I lost, I would say, about 50% of my hair. My entire crown, from like here to probably here was missing. And I was trying to cover it up with various styles. And as you can see, I covered it up with clip-ins. Yes, these are clip-ins. I would also cover it up with wigs, and things of that nature. But it just got to a point where I was like, it has to be a better way. I have to be able to do something about this. I took a step of faith, and I called a dermatologist's office, and I was able to be seen. And I know it was the favor of God, you guys, because my dermatologist happens to also have lupus. And so when I initially went to her, she was breaking down for me what was causing the alopecia, and that basically, some of the medications that I was prescribed, I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. I wasn't taking it as much as I should have been, just only because one of the medications was causing a lot of major stomach pain for me. But she explained to me, hey, you have inflammation in your hair, so we need to get you back on this medication, and this will assist. And at the time when I started going, which was about a year ago, my prognosis wasn't well. It wasn't a good prognosis that my hair would grow back. At that time, they did a biopsy on my hair, and I was told that I had scarring alopecia, and then also, traction alopecia, and a couple of other types, And I know as I say traction alopecia and I have braids in my hair, someone is probably thinking like, well, why would you put braids back in your hair if you had traction alopecia? Well, I will tell you, these braids are not tight at all. I normally go to, a professional stylist and get them done. But, a lot of times they do tend to braid more tight. They do tend to braid too much of your edges, so your hair is looking good, but then your edges are falling out. So my beautiful daughter did my braids, and yes, they're not tight at all. If you can see, I still have like a little bit that's left out. I was joking with my daughter that I was like, it looks kind of like, the lace fronts that people wear, because you can see like my edges are left out. But yeah, but back to some of the tips that I can give you. So what happened with me is last July, I just decided, hey, I'm tired of, wearing weaves, wigs. I just really want my hair to grow back. So I started going to a dermatologist and I started getting cortisone shots. And they give you about 15, 20 to 30 shots. It just depends on where you need those. For me, I had no edges. And as I said, the middle of my crown, like all of this was gone and all of this was gone. I had just like a little bit of hair here. And so I started getting the shots. I went to a young lady and I let her cut my hair. And this is a picture of, when she cut it. And I really wasn't pleased with it. She did a great job, but it just, to me, it didn't fit my face. So what I did from that point is I went and I got like, I guess they call it an undercut. All of this was shaved, and I'll insert a picture. So I had all of this shaved. I only had like just a little bit of hair in the top. And so, I was still wearing braids, at that time. And what ended up happening is when COVID hit, and when COVID hit, I guess basically the end of February, 1st of March. So I wasn't going out. I wasn't doing anything as far as, going to any stylist. I really, really, really started, paying more closer attention to my hair. Well, I digress a little bit. Okay, so once I had the undercut, and I had like where you can just comb it over to the side, and I'll post a picture of that, and I dyed it blonde. And so when I was combing it over to the side, it still was a bald spot, but you couldn't see it because of how I had it cut. And so I rocked that for a while, and I was washing my hair. But I really, really, really wanted to wear my hair like in an afro, and I did wear it in an afro, actually on MLK Day of all days, to show my love and support and solidarity, for Black Lives Matter, and also just, being a proud African-American woman. And on that day, when I wore my hair, it looked more like a poodle, because from the heat of me flat ironing it so much, it was damaged. It wasn't really damaged, I guess, but it was, I guess some would say it was heat damaged. And so what I did is over the next couple of months, I washed my hair every 3 days. And I gradually, slowly but surely, I cut off all of the ends that were heat damaged, and basically kind of started back over. I remember when I first cut it, once the sides grew out, I think I cut off maybe like about this much, which was probably about 3 or 4 inches, because I wanted my hair just to be natural. So anyway, the things that have helped me. Okay, for one, washing my hair. I wash my hair every 3 days, and I know to some that may be a bit, a lot, but honestly, your hair needs water. As African-American women, you have to think like we need water. Our hair is just dry, so you need to put water on it. Also, every time I wash my hair, I deep condition. And when I tell you guys I deep condition for at least 30 to 40 minutes. And so, once I wash my hair, and then I put the deep conditioner on there, I just put a plastic bag on my hair. It doesn't have to be a shower cap bag. It can be, the Walmart bag, or, Publix bag. As long as it's a bag, just put it on your hair. And I let my hair deep condition for like a minimum of probably about 40 minutes. And I promise you guys, like once I wash that deep conditioner off, like my hair feels like butter. It's so super, super soft. And then once I do that, I do a lot of wash and goes. So, I'm a firm supporter of Aunt Jackie's products. They work excellent for my hair. So, and I'll show the products here, because they just work for me. They are awesome, awesome, awesome. So I use like her leave-in conditioner. I use the oil. I use the Curl La La, all of the products. And as I said, I'll attach them here. And that has really helped me. And so, my hair has grown. It's grown tremendously, And I'm still going every month to get my shots with the dermatologist. But even, you know, she's saying like you have unbelievable results. So I don't want anyone to be discouraged. Your hair can grow back. And while it is growing back, still give it tender love and care. You know, you may not be able to wear it out at first because if your spot is so big you can't cover it, you know, it's going to be difficult. But, you know, as your hair grows, definitely try to make sure that, you know, if you're doing protective styles, you're still conditioning your hair, you're still taking care of your hair. And one of the things I will say that for me that I learned through this process is that the entire time, because I've been natural for 18 years. So even before the natural hair movement, I was natural, okay? And, you know, for the past decade, when I was dealing with this, I would just keep my hair in protective styles. Braids, crochet braids, sew-ins, you know, wigs. You know, and I wasn't washing my hair how it needed to be. And I thought my hair was so unmanageable and so unruly. But when I tell you guys, it's not like that now. Like my natural hair is really, I'm a 4C in the top, in the crown, and in the back I'm a 4. I'm kind of like a mixture of a 4C and a 4B, you know. And I know some will say, well, it's because your hair is blonde. You know, you bleached your hair so it's a softer texture. But I promise you, it was the same texture when it was black. You know, it just was, I just didn't have the right products to put on my hair. And so, you know, I would say definitely deep condition your hair, wash your hair a minimum of once a week. Go to a dermatologist. They can give you so many different helpful things that can help you. In addition to the cortisone shots, I also have a topical cream that I put in the spot that I have left in the top of my head. And then I also, what else did they give me? An antibiotic, you know, to help as well, you know, and I use those things. And I just made this video because I want to help others, you know. I love India Ari, and she's right. We are not our hair, you know, but sometimes it is still hard to feel that way when your hair is falling out, you know. And I'm here with you, you know. I definitely hope that this helps someone. If it only helps one person, then it was worth me making this video. But I'm telling you guys, like 95% of my hair has grown back. And the crazy thing with alopecia, which, you know, some will tell you, like when my hair came back in, it's kind of like my hair is like it was when I was a little girl. It's so full and it's so thick now, you know. And but yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is Alopecia Awareness Month. If you know someone that is struggling with alopecia, please like, comment, and share. I would love to hear your experiences with it and the struggles that you've had, you know. And if I'm in any way able to help, I definitely will. Because I definitely understand it, and it definitely can be very, very devastating. But there is hope. You know, you just have to treat your hair. Just think of your hair like a plant. You know, you have a plant, you have to water it. You have to make sure the soil is right for that plant. You have to make sure that the temperature in which it grows in is what it needs. You know, and your hair is the same way. Oh, and then I also wanted to say, you know, this is the first protective style, you guys, I've had in about a year. Yes, in about a year. You know, I haven't worn wigs, no clip-ins, not anything. I just really was, you know, keeping my hair. I was keeping my hair, you know, just washing it and washing goes, and, you know, using a little spongy thing to just kind of, you know, make it spike up or whatever. And then now my hair is long enough where I can do Bantu knots as well. Oh, and also eliminate heat. I probably only used heat on my hair twice this year. I flat ironed it one time, but I didn't really even flat iron it. You know, I just wanted to see the length of it. And it's pretty long, you know, but I didn't wear it that way. I just wanted to kind of do a length check and, you know, see if I needed to trim any ends. But you guys, it was so healthy. Like I really didn't have to trim any ends, but, you know, I washed it and, you know, conditioned it and everything, you know, But and this, this style, to be honest with you, I only wear it for 2 weeks. I love my daughter, and she spent about 5 hours doing these braids, but I'm only going to keep it in for 2 weeks because I have to make sure that I'm treating my hair. And you have to realize when you're wearing braids and different things, your hair can't get the moisture that it needs, and protective styles are great. Some people, they can wear them all the time and their hair flourishes. But you have to realize if you're dealing with alopecia, you have to really, really make sure that your scalp is clean and it's definitely placed where it can have, the air and the oxygen it needs to grow, so. But I do thank you, everyone, for tuning in once again, and as I said, I appreciate your support. But definitely, definitely, please share this video because there's so many people that silently suffer from alopecia. And, this could help them, to be in a better place. This video is not endorsed by Aunt Jackie's or the clip-ins that I use, but they were a lifesaver for me when I was kind of, transitioning. So, I just want to help other people. But thank you for tuning in, as, always. And I will see you guys soon. You all have a wonderful, blessed day.